So I spent the last 20 days using AI to create short-form content for TikTok in less than 10 minutes. Today, I'll be presenting what AI app was I using and the results of my little experiment. So let's get on with it. What's going on, guys? My name is Fernando and I'm a digital nomad / productivity addict. My hope is that by using AI tools as creators and professionals, we can better our lives and increase our productivity throughout that process. So when I stumbled onto SuperCreator AI, an app that allowed me to create short-form videos in less than 10 minutes, I was pretty impressed by its offerings. So let's go ahead and jump into an overview of SuperCreator AI. So this is the app, and just loaded it up for you guys. I'm hoping you can see my phone by now. And the cool thing about this app is that it will handle the whole creation process. So you start by creating a script like you would usually do for any kind of video. You can use different sources to create a script within the app. If you just click here, this will be the first step for a video. You see that we'll get some options like free text, article link, X thread, or YouTube video. That basically means that you can input whatever sentence you want in the free text option to create a full script using AI. You can link an article from any web source online, or you can create also link an X or Twitter thread there, or a YouTube video. Now, in my experience, both the X thread and the YouTube video options are not really that good. The app will struggle to just get the gist of the video, and it will present you with 1,000 options, and that really takes away from the simplicity of the app. So if I were you, I would choose either the article or the free text. And most of the time, what I'm doing is I'm just checking on ChatGPT for content ideas that I like, taking the topic or taking a headline and inputting it into the free text option. So for instance, let's go ahead and use the free text to create a short video about how to make a killer chocolate cookie, because everybody loves cookies, right? So that will go ahead and analyze your text and start creating the full script. The script, of course, includes a headline or a hook. Then it will create a bunch of scenes, and you will find assets for your script as well. Assets in this case meaning images, videos, or whatever you can use in the background to maintain the attention of the viewers. So this is just gonna take a minute. As you can see, it's super fast, so no need to stay here for hours. And once it's done, it will give you a bunch of scenes. Scenes, or what the app calls scenes, are basically cuts within the video. So if I'm just going ahead and reciting this first sentence like, "Get ready to satisfy your sweet tooth with this killer chocolate cookies," then it will go ahead and cut there and go to the following scene, and in the same time change the assets between those scenes. Now, as you can see, you get, let's say we got a bunch of scenes for a cookie. Okay, about 20 scenes, I guess. It's incredible. It's a long video. Either way, most of these scenes are very short, so they will work to make around a 60-second video. Yeah, you can go ahead and change some stuff here. Also use different tools within the app to, let's say, if you don't like the tone of this, you can just go ahead and change tone here and give it anything like funny, sarcastic. And that will go ahead and rephrase whatever it was in this scene. So these cookies are sure to satisfy your sweet tooth, and then some. You know, it kind of works sometimes, but one limitation that I've seen with this app is that it's using the older GPT model, so it's not using ChatGPT 4, instead it's using 3 or 3.5, so the output is not as good as it could be. And then that will go into the downsides of the app when we wrap up this whole video. So once you're done with just playing with your scenes, you see you can rephrase, shrink the text, expand it, whatever. You can also trick it manually, you know, just add stuff, emojis, whatever you want, although don't add emojis. You can go ahead and record a video. So let's do a test recording for you guys to see how it looks when you're recording. And the cool thing about it is that it will give you a teleprompter style recording. That means that the app will also display the text on top of the scene. And I don't see what there's no text right here. Off? What do you mean off? Okay, so I just had to figure that out, but the teleprompter is now appearing, and you can see that basically the text that you have to read is up there on the top, so you can look at the camera or pretend that you're looking at the camera, and then just press record whenever you're ready. And I can say something like, "These cookies are sure to satisfy your sweet tooth," and then some. Okay, and then you just stop recording, and it will take you to the following scene. It will change the asset behind you, and that's what you would do throughout this whole recording. Now, the app will also give you some cool options for you to play around in terms of just maintaining attention. You can see that it will offer split options so you can get the asset below you. It will do like this green screen stuff also behind you so you can show whatever it is that it's behind you. It will do this thing on your head. And in my opinion, it does give you a bunch of options, but they're not as many as I would love, especially when it comes to the price of this app. So that's something we'll go into later. But yeah, it is kind of fun to play around with this stuff. They're mostly TikTok inspired options, so there's nothing really crazy about them, I would say. Let's go ahead and jump into the editing process of this video. And for that, I'm just gonna go out of here and go ahead and select a video that I have already done before. All right, guys, so we're here in the editing portion of the video. And as you can see, this is a video I recorded a couple days ago. So we got all these scenes down here. In this case, there are about 7 scenes. Each of them are about 9 seconds. And that's exactly what we're looking for in terms of this short form content type of content. Now, the incredible thing about editing with this app is that you get something called the Super Edit. Now, the Super Edit is really something that excites me because I wish I had this for other editing software out there like DaVinci Resolve, where it would just be like an automatic edit. But yeah, it will give you the option to smartly trim your video. That means remove all the pauses between your speech. For short form especially, this is incredibly important because you want the pace to be always fast and consistent. So in my case, I just put it to 0.04 seconds. And that's extremely fast between the time that I stop speaking and the time the next clip starts, so you won't really lose the attention of your audience. Then you get magic titles, which are these caption style things that appear at the top. And then you get AI captions, which, well, I think they're self-explanatory. It's basically captions for your video. But the cool thing about these captions, of course, is that they're using this new trendy style of captions. Let's look at the rapid fire one. This is a pretty cool one, I think. So it would just highlight the text that's being spoken at the time, and it will always create this background effect of the text. All this stuff, really cool. I think this is gold for the app, and I wish more apps would do stuff like this. So once you're done with your Super Edit, you just apply that. It will go through all your scenes. It will create the titles. It will create the captions. And it will let you edit all of that afterwards if you do want to make some tweaks, or sometimes the translation doesn't catch exactly what you were meant to say. So you can also fix that here in post. But as you can see, that took me less than 5 minutes, and then we have an edited video pretty much. You can, as I said, move the captions around, move the titles around, and play around with all that stuff. Once you have that done, you just want to export it. You can choose the format of your export. In the case of TikTok, Instagram Reels, that's going to be 9:16. And if it's not a paid version, it will probably put a watermark on that video. I'm not 100% sure, but something to look out for if you're not on the paid version of the app. So we're just going to finish up this export to show you guys the next step of SuperCreator AI, which is the Super Post. And it's another cool thing that I love about this app. So this is done saving. I'm just going to go ahead and save to files because sometimes it gets weird if I try to save to my phone. That would usually take you to the Super Edit, which is what I was referring to a second ago. But because this is a video that I've already edited in the past, it won't do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter the Super Edit from the main menu. Oh, sorry, Super Post, not Super Edit. All right, so what is the Super Post? The Super Post is basically a copy-paste option for you guys to fill in your captions, your hashtags, and your titles in case of some platform, maybe YouTube. I don't know why it has it for TikTok and Instagram, but you get the gist. So let's see this as an example. If we click on TikTok, it will give you the catchy title, which I assume is the first sentence of your caption because it gives you both. And as I said, I don't know why both. And then it will give you some hashtags. This is a huge part that I love about this app because it saves you all that time. But at the same time, it's one of the biggest downsides. And I think as we just finished with all the overview of the app, I can give you the downsides and what I think it could be done to improve this app and whether or not it's worth it for you to buy it right now. Because the price tag on this app is about $100 per year. So it is not a small amount of money, and you want to make sure to know all about it before you go ahead and purchase it. So what is the problem with the Super Post? The problem is that the hashtags are extremely broad and basic. So we just did this video about productivity, and it's just giving me the hashtag of productivity as an example, which is a very big no-no in terms of how to improve your reach when you're a small creator or you have a small audience. If you're going ahead and competing with these big hashtags out there with 35 million views or even billions of views like productivity is, I'm sure, then you're pretty much dead on the water. Nobody's going to see that video, nobody's going to care about it, and the algorithm is not really going to recommend you versus other creators who are already established on the space. So hashtag, it could be way more specific, it could be way more directed towards an audience. Then the catchy title, that's also something I'm against. I think time tracking for digital nomads like this example is extremely basic and it's not really what we're looking for. It could be way more persuasive, it could generate much more interest. And this is just lazy writing in my opinion. And look, if it was worth it, I would happily pay more than 100 if it really did the job incredible. But at this point, the only thing that it's saving me time for, it's the editing. And the script is also mediocre in my opinion, which that goes again into the downsides. The script is using the same AI, so most of the stuff that you're being given for the script is extremely basic as well. And then you're getting a mediocre script, you're getting a mediocre hashtags, titles. The only thing that you'll be doing okay is the editing, but arguably that's the easiest part of just this whole app experience. So with that being said, we just finished the overview/review of SuperCreator AI, but the results should speak by themselves. So what I did is for the past 20 days, I just created one video daily using the app to generate the script, the edit, everything. I did tweak some things in the editing just to make sure it was cohesive and it actually said what I wanted to say in terms of the captions, titles, whatever. But apart from that, I did no extra work, no extra research. It was a plug and play kind of thing. I just wanted to see with an account that was essentially starting from scratch, which is my TikTok account because I never post on TikTok, how much reach could I get, how many followers could I get, and how many likes could I get on those videos. So, drum rolls. As you can see, not amazing. But still, we did get some traction, which is something that I have to congratulate the app on, I suppose. But most of the videos are going between the 300-ish views, 300, I would say, and as an average, we're looking at 300 views per video. Still, that's pretty mediocre for TikTok because I've done videos in the past in other accounts without any of the AI magic, and they could get even way higher views with the kind of the same amount of effort. Let's say instead of taking you 10 minutes, it would take you an hour, but it was way better than this. So I'm not surprised. And when it comes to the follower counts, we're also looking at 8 followers in 20 days, which is also not amazing. So let's wrap this up. AI for content creation is great. I think SuperCreator still has a long way to go in terms of making their app valuable, or as valuable as I would like it to be, and I'm sure as they would like it to be, so people will be just rushing to buy it. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges this app is having right now. It's just not convincing an audience of mature creators like myself who are looking for an alternative to create easy content using AI. At this point, I'm better off using ChatGPT, creating a script by myself, recording and maybe outsourcing the editing or doing the editing myself, but rather quickly so that I can get good quality content in short form. But that being said, it does give us a glimpse at the future of what AI could become if all the systems in place are getting incredibly good and incredibly accurate at generating this kind of content. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, as it will help me out a ton as I'm starting out on YouTube. As always, we're all about digital nomad/productivity stuff in this channel, and I'll be leaving some recommendations for more videos to watch after this. See you guys later.